tend to see our horses as we do other relationships in our lives, I think. When someone close disappoints us, we feel hurt or angry, and we want to know why they did that to us. With humans, and as humans communicating with each other, we have the option to ask, why did you do that? And maybe hearing their explanation, we can empathize with their motivation, and they can tell us why they did that. With horses, not only can we not communicate in the same language, we often don't really care to communicate at all. So we're left with the same hurt and anger that happens in our human relationships, and rarely any idea why our horses do things and behave in ways that hurt us. This project is a mashup, I guess, of a few different but related areas of study. Affective neuroscience. What are we feeling and why? All mammals have the same subcortical brain system. It's the oldest part of the brain. And the subcortex is responsible for 7 basic emotions that have evolved over millennia to protect us from and encourage us to interact with our environment. This is the access point into our minds, both horse and human. Learning theory. How do we process and retain information? While there is variability in how individuals learn, there is a structure to how all animals learn, and this is the area in which we have the most direct and most predictable influence on our horses and also ourselves. Behavioral science. What puzzle are we trying to solve? It attempts to explain how a horse or a human operates within a given environment. It presents a broader range of information on why horses do what they do and what they are actually doing, which may not be what we think it is. So, okay, great, you have all this information and you know what's happening and why and how it all happens, but how can you apply this with your horse? Well, we need some flexible logic, which is my favorite part of all of this, because this is the practical application. This is where you get to use the stuff that you've learned. The spirit of the way in which I'd like to present it is that it's flexible and creative and open to interpretation and also open to new information. We can't just stop with this and say this is good. We don't need to go any further because there's always reason to go further.